Hey, this is Rick Andrews, and thanks for joining me as we go behind the music with the Eagles. Well, we start out with a song that probably has the most urban legends associated with it. Now, some of the internet theories about the real Hotel California are that it was an old church that was taken over by devil worshippers. Also, a psychiatric hospital, an inn run by cannibals, and my personal favorite, that it's about the Playboy Mansion. Well, according to Don Henley, Hotel California is actually a metaphor about the dark underbelly of the American dream and the excess in America, which, by the way, was something the Eagles knew all too well. Now, the line, "They stab it with their steely knives, but they just can't kill the beast," is actually a nod to the group Steely Dan. You see, both groups actually shared the same manager at that time and had a friendly rivalry going on. The hotel on the album cover, by the way, is the Beverly Hills Hilton, which is also known as the Pink Palace. The photo was taken by photographers who sat in a cherry picker about 60 feet above Sunset Boulevard to get that perfect shot of the hotel at sunset. And I think they're still there because they could check out any time they liked, but they could never leave. Well, this one was written about the longevity of the relationship between Glenn Frey and Don Henley, even though by this time their relationship was pretty much strained. This was the title track from The Long Run, which was the last album the Eagles released before they broke up. Now, their previous album, Hotel California, which we just talked about, was released in 1976, and this album would be 3 years in the making. Their record company was anxiously awaiting for them to finish, and finish, and finish, and even offered the group a $1 million bonus if they could complete the album in time for Christmas 1978. Needless to say, no bonus. The record didn't hit stores until September 1979. Now, insiders in the music business said this album took so long that they actually nicknamed it The Long One. And finally, this is a song that was written by J.D. Souther. Souther had previously worked with the Eagles, co-writing some of their biggest hits, including Best of My Love, Heartache Tonight, and A New Kid in Town. Now, the band used to sing this a lot in their concerts in the first half of the 70s, but had never recorded it. Now, the reason for that is because J.D. wanted to record it and release it on his first solo album in 1972. So what finally did get the Eagles to record this for the album Long Road Out of Eden? Well, you can thank Glenn Frey's kids for that one. One day they were watching YouTube and found a video clip of the Eagles performing this song on a Holland TV show called Pop Gala. And to be honest with you, the kids really weren't interested in the song. They were having more fun making fun of their dad with the long hair back at that time. But it was Glenn's wife who said, "You know, you ought to do that song. It's classic Eagles." Their album Long Road to Eden, by the way, marked the longest time a group has ever taken to reach the top of the UK chart from its debut album. You see, the Eagles' first album, On the Border, reached number 28 in the UK in April of 1974. And despite their huge success, they never had a #1 single or album until Long Road to Eden came along. And that journey, well, it took them to #1, but it took them 33 years and 7 months to do it. I'm Rick Andrews, and that is this week's Behind the Music with the Eagles.